Welcome to the window cleaning instructional video provided by Project Cougar on behalf of OCS. On screen is a summary of some of the key changes to your application and also some of the wider changes that the introduction of SAP and Mobile Resource Scheduling, or MRS, will bring to your organization. Each of these areas will be covered in the video. Log in to the window cleaning application from the desktop by clicking on the relevant icon. Enter your new 8-digit user ID and password and click Log On. The new main menu represents a simpler way of navigating the application. The first of the three options is the vehicle check. This is mandatory and no work progress can be recorded until it has been completed. Work Preview allows you a read-only view of your work at any time, even without completing a vehicle check. Work Execution is the menu choice to allow progress to be recorded on your work. Your vehicle check is in a familiar format. Complete your checks and specify your mileage. You are now able to specify an alternative registration during the vehicle check rather than the login screen. The job list screen has 5 tabs. W1 always represents the current week. W2, 3 and 4 represent planned work for future weeks. The week runs from Monday to Sunday. The OD tab will display work that has an overdue plan date. Work will stay visible in the OD tab for up to 5 weeks. Your jobs are planned and controlled by the scheduler. As such, you cannot move them around or reschedule them, so the UN or unallocated tab has been removed. Master to slave functionality has also been retained for moving jobs around in a team. This first screen shows the job status, the first 4 digits of a postcode, a frequency code for the job, the company, and the original plan date. These jobs can be resorted by clicking on the column header. When you select a job, further details about that job will be shown in the Job Details section, including the service order number or SVO and the full address. Also on the screen is the Next Progress option and a button to request further details about the job. The Job Details screen is also split into tabs. Info contains the basic information about the job and contract. Control contains the control measures specific to the work. Spec displays the information specific to your task. Method contains the method statements and risk assessments. Cert Ops, showing those qualified to carry out the work. And Notes contains any relevant notes. Job history can be accessed from within the Job Details screen. 5 previous jobs will be available, with the first being the most recent. Job notes are a new feature of the application. There is no requirement for you to use this section unless you have some information that you wish to record on the job. The option to add notes is available by clicking on the Go To button on any active job and selecting the Job Notes option. On screen is an example of some job notes. The aim is to build up a clearer picture of the job history. This information is visible to your clients. As a result, anything that you put into this field should be kept professional and concise. Your managers and schedulers will also review this information. There will be an internal disciplinary process to cover anyone entering inappropriate information in this section. Click on the back button to save your notes. A job can be sent to you that wasn't originally part of your schedule. One-off specials or ad hoc jobs will now be sent to your PDA, replacing the paper process. An unplanned job will begin with a 3 as opposed to a 1 for general work. When these jobs arrive on your device, they are not automatically accepted. Unplanned work will have a status N for new, as opposed to an A for planned work, which is automatically accepted. Jobs are only to be rejected with a valid reason. If a job is allocated to you, then it is expected that you will take reasonable steps to try and complete it. If you reject, then the job will leave your device and be sent back to the schedulers. Your job progression options have changed. Although you are required to complete each element on the PDA in order to complete a job, the start, work and finish stages are the most important to be completed in real time. You are to click on Start Work once you are signed in on site and ready to begin. You are to click on Finished once the job is complete. Incomplete jobs will be retained on the device for you to complete on a future date. Abort is new functionality, allowing you to send a job back to your schedulers if there is a reason that you are unable to complete it. From the job list, select the job that you're about to travel to, and then click Start Travel. The next option gives you a choice between Abort or Arrive. Once you have clicked on Arrive, the Abort option is no longer available. The next progression option is to Start Work. This indicates that you have signed in on site and you have checked to ensure that work can commence. Should you choose Incomplete, then the work will remain on your device for you to complete on a future date. The status of the job will now change to I. If you choose the Abort option, for example, if there is a barrier to work which cannot be overcome, you will need to choose the most appropriate reason from the drop-down list. This will help the scheduler replan the work and overcome any barriers to work that prevented the previous attempt. The Go To button is used as a method of shortcutting to a different area of the application. It can be accessed from either Work Preview or Work Execution. Within the Go To menu will be options like Summary of Time Booking, Return Travel Time, Forward Job, Book Off and Sales Lead. These options will change depending on what stage the current job is at. Choose whichever area you wish to move to from the menu displayed. By updating your jobs in real time, you're also updating your timesheet, which is integral within the application. The PDA builds up a summary of your progress throughout the day based on how you have used your device. You are only required to ensure that two elements of your job are captured in real time. Start Work is to be selected when work begins, and Finished is to be selected when work is completed. For now, you are not required to complete your breaks and travel time in real time, as this data will not be used. Team leaders access the Book Off screen via the Go To menu. Complete jobs will automatically have allocated 100% of the wages or whatever remain to be allocated. You can partially book off up to 60% for an incomplete job. Anything above that amount will have to be done via the admin team. Click on the Allocate button and then enter the cash value you wish to allocate for this visit and click on OK. Wages cannot be allocated to aborted jobs. Once complete, click on the Summary tab. You then need to submit all the entries. Click on Submit. You are required to book off all your work by Friday, regardless of value. After book off, you are required to ensure that all updates have left your device by completing the device admin process. As team leader, it is your responsibility to check your device every week after book off, ensuring all updates have left your device. Any tech problems must be followed up with the service desk, and after this you must call the office to complete book off over the phone. Wage split must be arranged between the hours of 12 noon on Monday and 12 noon on Tuesday by calling the office. Occasionally your device will lose signal and your PDA updates will not be received back in the office. These updates are stored on the device. You are responsible for checking the device has sent all of its data, especially at the end of your working day. To check, click on the Admin button from the main menu and then choose Synchronize Status. Any outstanding updates will be displayed in the log. If this section is clear, then there are no updates to send from the device. If there are outstanding updates, click on the Back button and then click Update Data. Then return to the Synchronize Status screen to check if the updates have cleared. If you experience difficulty, please contact IT support. Obtaining sales leads from the field is a very important part of our business. Submitting sales leads are a great way for you to add value and gain recognition within the business. You can now submit a sales lead via your PDA, replacing the old paper form process. Inputting sales leads directly into the system via your PDA will be a more reliable way of accurately recording where the information came from and who should take the credit for it. Sales leads can be added via any job on your device. Click on the Go To button, selecting the Sales Lead option. Here is an example of a sales lead ready to submit. Please supply details to fill all the fields, including which service line the sales lead relates to. You can supply sales leads for any part of the business, including window cleaning, confidential waste, pest control and pat testing. Remember to place a tick if this is a new customer, and then click on the Submit button.